What's up, HyperFast Nation? There are a lot of myths when it comes to eXp Realty, and in this episode of the HyperFast Show, we are going to uncover the three biggest myths about eXp Realty. Stand by for the next episode of the HyperFast Show. All right, when it comes to eXp Realty, there are a lot of myths floating around. And of course there will be, because when you create something that's new, when you create something that truly disrupts the industry, when it disrupts a model that is 100 plus years old, there are going to be tons of myths out there, tons of naysayers. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the three biggest ones that I typically come across when it comes to eXp Realty. The first one is that eXp is not for people that focus on sales. This couldn't be further from the truth. In the last year, some of the biggest sales team, including ours, which in 2021 sold over 700 million, are moving over to eXp Realty. Big producers, big solo agents, big teams. And by the way, Mike Dupree just did an analysis of agent productivity and found that eXp was one of the top two when it came to transactions per agent. So this myth has just been annihilated on so many levels, and kind of going hand in hand with it, a lot of people like to say that it's just for people that focus on recruiting. As someone who has sponsored many agents, almost 50 agents in my first 10 months at eXp, I wish it was true that more people focused on recruiting. But the fact is, less than 20% of the agents at eXp Realty get revenue share, which means the other 80% are just there because they think it's the best place to operate their sales business, right? They think it's the best place to scale their sales, learn how to sell more, save more by keeping more of their commission, get the free stock awards, which there's three different ways through sales production to get free stock. So, the numbers speak for itself, right? Lots of big agents that are selling are over there. It's one of the top two when it comes to transactions per agent, and most agents there aren't there for recruiting. Second biggest myth is that it's too late, right? People say, you should have got in when there was 500 agents or 10,000 or 20,000, right? Well, they grew to eXp grew to 85,000 agents at the fastest pace in the history of real estate. All right, the second fastest was Keller Williams in getting to that number. eXp took 13 years, Keller Williams took 28. So they're growing twice as fast as the previous disruptor did. All right, twice as fast. Keller Williams, by the way, is now at 170,000 agents. There are total roughly 1.6 million, maybe more, real estate agents in the U.S. So the market is huge. There's tons of room to grow. If they double, they get to where Keller Williams got 10 years after hitting 85,000, and eXp hit 85,000 in half the time. So we've got a lot of runway left. And by the way, we can penetrate, eXp Realty can penetrate more markets than these Keller Williams or Remaxes because of the digital cloud, way they operate, right? They don't have to open up a market center in a small town. So they're going to get into a lot of small towns a lot quicker. And, we are just at the beginning of the amazing growth that is coming to eXp Realty. All right, the third biggest myth, and then after this one, I'm going to give you a bonus one that I sometimes hear. But the third biggest myth is that the branding is terrible and you shouldn't be there because of that. Well, eXp believes that the agent is the brand. They believe that the team leader is the brand. They don't believe that the broker is the brand. As an agent at eXp Realty, you get branding freedom. You get the ability to choose how your sign looks, choose the size of the eXp logo, the color, the font, all that. Now, you have to stay legally compliant with whatever your state rules are, but that's basically about the only rule that eXp has when it comes to branding. It's not like some of these other old-fashioned models where every sign looks the same, the colors are the same, the logo's the same, the size is the same, the font, right? The only thing different is the name of the agent. It's not like that. And I would argue that in those places, right, where the signs all look the same, the agent's not branding themselves. The agent's branding the brokerage, and that's backwards, right? Because the consumers pick you. They pick the real estate agent. They pick the team leader. They don't pick the broker. In fact, most home buyers and home sellers don't even know what broker you work for in most scenarios. And I've been at many of them. I've been at Century 21. I've been at Keller Williams. Keller was at Remax. We are independent, and we never won or lost a client because of the brokerage. And if you win or lose a client because if you lose a client, I should say, if you lose a client and the given reason is because of the brand of the brokerage, you didn't lose because of that. You lost because of your sales skills, right? You have to work on improving your sales skills and presenting your value as the agent. Now, the fourth one that kind of comes up sometimes is that it's cloud brokerage. You need an office to succeed, and that couldn't be further from the truth. eXp gives you access to 3,000 offices through Regus, right? Every eXp agent gets a free membership to Regus, so you get this amazing membership. And when I'm traveling, when I'm on the road, I go work at the local Regus, and it's great because it's more places to work, right? More offices, and I get to meet professionals, entrepreneurs, salespeople, people starting businesses that don't have a real estate agent, perhaps, right? So I get to meet people that might need a real estate agent. Better than meeting, a bunch of real estate agents in most regards. So the cloud system is just far more efficient, allows you to operate your business from anywhere in the world. Broker support is almost instantaneous. I mean, it's truly an amazing system. And guess what? eXp Realty has been vetted by nearly 90,000 agents. 90,000 agents, probably 90,000 by the time this gets released, have taken their business there and have vetted it. So what are you going to find that they didn't? That's my question to you. Now, if you are wondering what moving your business to eXp Realty would look like, how much money you would save, the stock awards, the revenue share, the coaching that you get, if you're wondering what that would look like specifically with Carrie Shull and myself as your sponsors and the coaching and benefits we give you, I would be honored to have that conversation with you. All you got to do is pick up your phone. Text me at 703-638-4393. Again, that's 703-638-4393. I would be honored to have a conversation about what your business would look like at eXp Realty. Thank you again for tuning in to this episode of the HyperFast Show. We will see you next time.